morning, Kinder Kiddos. I hope that you guys are having a great day so far and you are ready for another day of learning fun. So remember, while we are doing these activities, remember that you guys are awesome. You guys did so great at these activities when we were in school, and I know that you're doing a great job at home. But one thing that we need to remember is even though we aren't in school right now, we are still listening to Mrs. Jones and we're listening to our families. We're making sure that we're focused and we're making sure that we are being respectful and responsible. So doing what we're supposed to be doing and listening to the adults. Because even though we're not with Mrs. Jones, our teacher is still Mrs. Jones, but our teachers are also our family, the adults that are trying to help you learn. So we need to treat them with the same respect that we would treat Mrs. Jones if we were in school, right? Right. Okay, let's move on. On our schedule today, number 1 is calendar. And I have our calendar right here. And looking at our calendar, we can see the last day that was crossed off was the 29th, and that was Wednesday. So that means yesterday, the day we just had, was Wednesday. After Wednesday comes Thursday. So that means today is Thursday. Let's say today's date in a complete sentence. Today is Thursday, April 30th, 2020. It's hard to believe that we have been at home doing our lessons and our learning for so long. I remember when we started our April calendar on our videos, and look, today is the last day of April, guys. It's just crazy to think that we've been at home for so long. Oh my goodness, I know it's making my brain crazy. So if today is Thursday, then tomorrow is going to be Friday. Let's say our days of the week. Fingers ready? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Awesome job. Moving on to number 2, our daily write it. Now, your word for the day is map. Here is a picture of a map. And it's pretty perfect because we've been looking at a map every day in our video. What has our map been a map of? The United States and all of the continents, right? So we know the United States is a country in our continent, which is North America, and our map shows us all 7 continents on our planet Earth. But this is another kind of map. This is not a map of the continents. This looks like a map of maybe a park or a forest, okay? So I want you to think about how you would spell the word map. App. M-A-P. All right, taking that word map, we're now going to put it into a sentence, okay? Actually, we're not. I just looked at the sentence and we didn't even use the word map. So I'm going to give you a new sentence with a word that we haven't tapped out yet, but I know you can still do it. Our sentence is, we can go to a tree by a lake. There's a lot of words in that sentence. Let me say it again. We can go to a tree by a lake. Let's count the words. We can go to a tree by a lake. 9 words. I know you guys can do it. There's so many trick words in our sentence, and there's also some words that we can stretch out. Okay. Think about everything that good writers do. Capital at the beginning, punctuation, that's correct, at the end. Spacing in between our words. Stretching our words out, using our trick words correctly, and of course, remembering to form our letters correctly, right? Parents can use those packets to help us form our letters correctly. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video, and I want you to write the sentence, we can go to a tree by a lake. Okay, let's check my sentence with your sentence. Remember, there are 9 words. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Each of my words are separated by spaces. Now, if you'll notice, one of my words is circled. That's because this is a new trick word that we're learning this week, by. We know that my is M-Y. My feet are low, my hands are high, and this is how I spell my. M-Y, M-Y, M-Y. So if we add a B to the beginning, we would get by. So these are trick words. We can go to a. Most of those trick words we've learned. Tree is a tricky word. If you did not get tree correct, that's definitely okay. We know that TR says ter, but what we might not know is that 2 E's next to each other say E, okay? Now, lake, I hope we got lake correct, but it is a little bit tricky. Now, we know that super silent E pops over the consonant, points the vowel, and makes that vowel say its name. Ache. I hope you had a silent E at the end and a K in your word. But if not, that's okay. I want you to give yourself a pat on the back if you got this sentence correct. It was pretty tricky today. If you did not, you tried your best, so that's still pretty awesome. If you need to fix your sentence, go ahead and pause the video and do it now. Let's keep moving. We are on number 3, letter and number review. So every day we do 2 new letters, 1 new number. So our first letter that we are working on today is the letter Q. When I make a Q, just like when I make every letter, I use my pincer grip. And an uppercase Q starts at the sky line. Trace back, curve to the grass line, back up to the sky line. Frog jump down, and I'm going to add a tail. Now remember, my tail needs to start inside and come down all the way outside and stop at the grass line. Now let's do a lowercase Q. Plain line, trace back, curve to the grass line, up to the plain line, down to the worm line, point to the buddy U. Because remember, every Q has a U after it. Q and U are buddies and they're always together. Q first, then U. All right, after Q is the letter R. When I make the letter R, my uppercase starts at the sky line, goes straight down to grass line, frog jump to the sky line, curve to the plain line, slide to the grass line. R, rat, Lowercase r is going to start at the plain line, straight line down to the grass line, trace back up, and curve. R, rat, All right, if you would like to make your letters, go ahead and do that now, or you can wait until we are finished with our letters and our numbers. But if you do it now, remember to form them correctly using your lined paper. All right, let's do our number now. Our number today is 2 less than 11. This is a little bit tricky. So think about 11. Now what number would be 2 less? Well, you have 11. Take away 1, you'd have 10. Take away another, and you would have 9. So 1, 2, taking away would be 9. So when I make the number 9, I start at the sky line, trace back, curve to the plain line, back up to the sky line, straight down to the grass line. A loop and then a line, that's the way to make a 9. Now, if I want to turn my 9 into a 19, what do I need to do? where would I add the 1? Always in front when I am making a teen number. All right, guys, go ahead and pause the video, and on your special lined paper, you're doing your uppercase and lowercase, Q's and R's, your 9 and your 19. Continuing on, we are moving down to number 4, lesson plan packet. We are still working with week 6. Now, today is Thursday, so we are on day 4. So looking at day 4, I can see that we're starting with reading the fog, and we're going to follow directions on the reading sheet. So the fog is a decodable. So that means it's the kindergartner's day to read. So kindergartners, you guys are going to stretch out and read the whole story. Try to do everything that you can on your own, and we're only getting help from our parents if we're really confused. And then our parents can help us figure out the words that we're stuck on. When we're finished reading, then our family is going to ask us the questions about the story. And those are the reading activities for the day. When we are done with reading, we move on to math, doing our daily drills and our subtraction sheet. So, since it's day 4, Thursday, we have 2 activities for day 4. First, you're going to color the cones green. Color all of the cones green. Remember, a cone is like a party hat. Then it says, draw a butterfly above the flower. So think about that word above. If you are drawing a butterfly above the flower, where are you going to draw it? Above the flower. Excellent. When you are all done with that, you're continuing your subtraction sheet. We are on Thursday, and we're practicing fluency with our subtraction. So that means we're going to write the answer without using our fingers or a drawing. Okay? Fluency, working on knowing the answer without really having to think about it. But if you are confused by a question, then I want you to use your fingers and draw to solve it. But we are on Thursday, so we're doing the Thursday line, and you can work on the extra line if you would like to as well. When you are done with math, it's time for the reading log. But remember, you can do your reading log at any point during the day, just as long as you and your family read together for 10 minutes. After the reading log, it's time for phonics. We're skipping number 5 because we already did it in our video. So we're on number 6, our practice time sheet. Now, our practice time, we have 2 pages for the day, and we're continuing working on our trick words. Here we go. What is your first trick word you're working on? Be. What is the second word you're working on? Me. It's the same directions for each paper, and you guys have done these before, so I'm sure you know what to do. But let's just review it real quick. Trace your trick words. Write your trick words correctly on the lines. Circle all of the trick words. Then write the trick word on the lines and read the sentence. It's the same direction for each activity. So if you're working on B, you'll circle all the B's. And if you're working on me, you'll circle all the me's. Excellent. Go ahead and complete all of your lesson plan packet pages now. Now that you're done with your lesson plan pages, and I'll bet you did a pretty fabulous job, let's move on. We're on number 5, our read aloud. So we are continuing learning about what makes the earth fascinating. So we have been learning about the continents. Now, how many continents are there on planet Earth? Well, there's 7. And we have learned learned about all of them. Let's see if we know what they are. North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, Antarctica. We're going to continue our exploration on North America today. Now, remember from yesterday, what is special about North America? Well, it's special to us because we live in North America. North America is the continent that we live on. So we're going to continue learning interesting information and talking about our notices in our North America book. Yesterday we read the first half. Today we're going to finish it up and read the second half. Let's continue. Introducing North America. Introducing Continents, North America by Chris Oxlade. All right, open up to my bookmark. Here we go. Animals. An amazing variety of animals live in North America. Polar bears live in the far north, and grizzly bears live in forests and mountains farther south. Bison live on the plains. Bison are also known as buffalo. Alligators live in lakes, rivers, and swamps in the southeast United States. Hundreds of different types of birds make their homes in the rainforests of Central America. Jaguars live in the rainforest too. Plants. A giant plant grows in the deserts in the south of North America. It is the saguaro cactus. It grows up to 49 feet high. It survives on very little water. There are vast conifer forests in the north of North America. Conifer trees stay green year-round. Giant redwood trees grow there too. They are the tallest trees in the world. They grow up to 367 feet high. People. American Indians were the first people to live in North America. There are many groups of American Indians all over North America. People from all over Europe settled in North America too, including from Britain, France, and Spain. Most people in the United States speak English. Many people in Central America and Mexico speak Spanish, and many people in Canada speak French. American Indians often speak their own languages. Sports and culture. Baseball, basketball, and ice hockey are popular sports in the United States and Canada. Football began in the United States. The Super Bowl is the biggest game of the year. Hollywood is in Los Angeles, California. It is the center of the movie industry in the United States. Hundreds of movies are made there every year. Popular music in North America includes country music in the United States and reggae music in the islands of the Caribbean. Countries. There are 23 countries in North America. The continent is made up of mostly 3 very large countries. So here's North America. The countries are the United States of America, or USA, Canada, and Mexico. Canada is the second largest country in the world after Russia. Most of the countries in North America are islands in the Caribbean Sea, such as Cuba and Jamaica. Greenland is the world's largest island, but it is not a country. It is part of Denmark, a country in Europe. So Greenland is not part of the North American continent. It's part of Europe. Cities and countryside. New York City, Los Angeles, Mexico City, and Toronto are some of the cities in North America with the greatest number of people. Mexico City is the largest city in North America. Around 20 million people live there. New York is an important world business center. There are thousands of small towns in the plains of North America. Many people who live there are farmers who grow wheat and raise cattle. In Central America, most people work on small farms. They grow coffee, sugar, or bananas. Natural resources and products. Trees are cut down in the forests of Canada and the United States. The wood is used to make furniture, houses, and many other wooden objects. Oil and gas are found under the ground and ocean in many places. This oil ring is in the Gulf of Mexico. North America has many different industries. Cars are made in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Boeing airplanes are made near Seattle, Washington. Silicon Valley in California is the home of the U.S. computer industry. And these are Boeing airplanes being made in a giant factory. All right, guys. That's the end. So, now that we have finished our whole North America book, I want you to think of information that you have learned. But let's focus first on the information that you learned today in our reading of the text. Think about something that surprised you about North America, and think about things that you noticed. I would like for you to pause the video and talk with your family about something that surprised you and some things that you noticed. All right, I bet you guys picked up some good facts when we were reading our book. Let's continue. We are on number 6, math. So, for math today, we are continuing our chapter of measurement. Yesterday, we talked about longer, shorter, and equal. Well, today we are going to talk about the height of objects. Now, when we talk about the height of objects, we might use words like taller, shorter, or equal. What does equal mean? The same, right? So let's do taller with our hands. Shorter, equal, the same. So first let's look at these chairs on our paper. Well, we are going to circle the chair that is taller. So which chair is taller? The chair on the left. It comes up higher than the chair on the right. So the chair on the left is taller. So the chair on the right is what? Shorter. Excellent. I'm going to open up our lesson for the day, and we're going to do one page. So, let's look at this page. Well, for number 1, we have 2 cube towers. You have the cube tower in blue and the cube tower that we're going to make. Now, the cube tower that we are going to make, is this cube tower taller or shorter than the blue cube tower? This cube tower is taller. It comes up higher, so it is a taller cube tower. So now for number 2, we are going to make a shorter tower. So I'm going to take the lid off of my marker and let's make one together. So if we are making a shorter tower, I need to start on the line so that our towers start in the same place. Would 1 cube be shorter? Yeah. Would 2 cubes be shorter? Yes. Would 3 cubes be shorter? Yes. Would 4 cubes be shorter? Yes. Would 5 cubes be shorter? No. Now our tower is the same or equal, but our directions were not to make a tower that is equal in height. Our directions were to make one shorter. So we're going to cross out the top cube. Now we can use 4, 3, 2, or 1 cubes to make a tower that is shorter. Awesome. With your hands, show shorter, shorter. Now show equal. The same. Now show taller. Excellent. Awesome job, guys. You guys, I'll bet, did a great job with math today. So let's stop math and let's continue on to number 7, flashcard practice. Every day we do trick words and then we do our daily activity. So first we'll do trick words and then we will do addition because that is what we practice on Thursdays. Trick words are first. Let's begin. When you see the word, I want you to say what it is. To be, my, a, we, and, his, as, has, I, the, he, you, are, me, is, was, she, by, they. Excellent. Now let's do addition. Let's sing our song. Addition, addition, addition means plus. Addition, addition, you put them together. So all of these are going to have the plus sign. Let's try to do it without using our fingers, only using our fingers if we need to. Working on fluency, right? Here we go. 1 plus 0 equals 1. 3 plus 1 equals 4. 3 plus 1 more is 4. 2 plus 3 equals 5. 2 plus 3 more. 1, 2, 3, 5. 2 plus 1 equals 3. 5 plus 0 equals 5. 1 plus 4 equals 5. 3 plus 0 equals 3. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 0 plus 0 equals 0. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 4 plus 0 equals 4. Excellent. Guys, one more thing left today, and that is our thematic video. So we're continuing learning about the United States. That means that your video today is going to be an informational video on the United States of America. See if you can learn any new surprising or interesting facts about our great continent. But that's all I have for you guys today. We are all finished. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Remember that I love you and I miss you, and I hope I will get to see you guys soon. Bye.